Let's see if we can fix this audio problem we're having. That seems to be playing up on OBS, but it should be fixed now and we can get on with the stream. With happy days. Should be working now. Yo, Slay, is it working now? Or is it still going to be flipping buzzing like a moron? Because if it is, I know which one it is. You sure? Because I thought I heard a hissing noise myself. But okay, let's go with it. Okay, I thought it was hissing, but it should be good. Yeah, no, it should be good now. That's alright, it's just freaking OBS being stupid. It's not perfect. The problem is literally OBS have just had an update today, and every single time they have an update, it's flipping messy with the audio. So I'm going to really apologise for that, but we should be okay. As long as it's not like buzzing and echoing, we should be good. I think I've fixed it, but OBS likes to have a paddy now and again. I will bother flipping. I'll sort this Twitch stream out to YT, I think, for next stream, because if OBS is going to keep playing up, it's going to do my absolute nutting. What do I think of your team? I think your team's decent. Hello, Fabio. Look at you, Fabio. You've missed our flipping audio problems we've been having. I've just had to fix up the flipping audio because it's been playing up on OBS for some reason. But I think it's because of the new update. Right. Hold up. Let me just quickly do this. But no, boys, no, it's not looking too bad right now. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. We're only having a quick stream, by the way, boys. It's going to be a quick, like, just chill 30-minute, 40-minute stream. Nothing too over the top. But yeah, no. Well, anyway, yeah, go on. We'll look at your team again, Slay, even though I know what's changed anyway. Damn you! Oh yeah, I forgot you took a -4 last week with me as well, with Bruno. So obviously you've took a hit this week to go Shaw to Gabriel and Martinelli to Saka for a -4. You've benched Ben Me and you've played Mitrovic, which is fine. So yeah, your team should be absolutely fine in my opinion. Just captain Haaland next week and you should be good. Apart from that little Chelsea logo by your name, everything's fine with yours. This is currently what we got this week. We took a -4 and we took a -4 for next week as well. The -4 for Bruno from De Bruyne paid off with 7 points profit altogether, because De Bruyne got 1. And next week we have got a -4 from Martinelli to Saka. Fabio, you really should have holded Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, I don't think that was a... No, Fabio. KDB is fine. Don't get taking any more hits to get people back in. Kevin De Bruyne is fine. And he should start. Oh, for game week 24. No. If you've gone into De Bruyne, just keep De Bruyne now. Don't bring back in Bruno. The only thing I don't think you should have done was White to Gabriel. Because, yes, White's a bit of a minute risk, but it's not really worth doing. But don't you worry about it, bro. I need to set up the Twitter anyway. I'll sort that out. I really need to sort that out. We're going FPL Live and we'll get the team ID up because it's a lot easier by going FPL Live. We've already got it loaded up. In fact, Fabio, if you would like the Twitter, if you give me a minute, let me just cover up the stream a sec because I can't have you boys seeing my. Let me just go. Hide that up a minute. Just while I. Well, that's playing on mad. There we go. Let's hide that a sec just so I can get the Twitter up. Sorry. Let me pull Twitter up. I don't know what the hell was up with that. Yeah, bro, of course I have Discord, man. Right, here we go. I haven't got him followed on this account. I totally forgot about this. This is my second account. This is just for the FPL that I set up the other day. Right, let's see any news. Cousin 40. Madrid. Table. We're just going to look at the football news. Yeah, I'll make sure it's right for me. Found his work in the training of the human that is difficult to see for a player of his level. I see things in the problem that he tells them. We'll try to help Philippe to bring out his best again. Here though. Yeah, my arse you will. Coutinho's had his day. Potential MLS move. Is it all bad? MLS can be an option, but green light for a solid still needs over there. Tezan Sluman Saka contracts, so we're doing the same way that we dealt with Manoli, we'll deal with the rest. We had to light with the news of Gabby obviously. Oh yeah, Gabby, yeah. Ported months ago. Great as always. Yeah, that was from the other day. Let me just do an update. Oh man. Mad. Guilty. Well, this is interesting though. What did you boys think of the whole Man City, by the way? The situation that's going on with Man City right now? And I know Fabio's going to have a lot to say on this, because I think, personally, you should be docked minimum 30 points, or get league relegation. Just because of you cheating in the last 10 years, in my personal opinion. But that's what I'm kind of thinking what's going on right now. Marseille's youngest down. Yeah, man, that's going to be pretty good. I'm not moving from this. More than ever, I'm sure. Look, I'm UEFA. We did not do anything wrong. Why should I not trust my people? Set a precedent. What they rival PL clubs have done to us. Be careful with that. Future medical some existence. There are a lot of clubs that can be accused, like we've been accused. Yeah, I think that's all BS personally. Ain't wrong though, is it, bro? It's mad though, to be honest, what's going on with City at the moment. We will get back to talking about FPL right now. But yeah, no, it's generally just mad what's going through Twitter right now. Yeah, but the funny thing is though, it's like, you can sit there and talk Slay, right? But Chelsea have done 120 mil this season, and they only have a limit of 120, and they've extended it over a 5-year contracts to pay it off. And I just think that's damn right cheating, because it still allows you to spend all that money in one season. Even if you're paying it off over a couple of years, it doesn't matter. You've spent all that money in one season. Just because it doesn't look like it, you've still spent it. I think it's ridiculous. And to be honest with you, Fabio, they have broke the FPL rules, and so have Chelsea. You know, Man United have done it before. We've done it, God, like 12 years ago we've done it. Everyone's done it at some point. It's just not in that extent. You've put yourself in a pretty sticky situation. Do you have case watched? Right. No, when there's not an accusation. No, there's just charges or suggestions. No. Ooh! Signed Ukraine international goal in a 5-year deal, 3 month plus add-ons. Premier League. He's not a bad goalkeeper. Bruno to KDB, Ronaldo. What's going on with this? It went from Paul to Everton. I think that's a bit of a shite show if you ask me. Bruno Fernandes is going to outscore De Bruyne. Which was a loophole that you have to think was just not leaving Sweden. But they were literally on about putting that rule in place, Slay. So actually you will get caught up and done on it. I know it's a loophole, mate. Clubs have been doing the flipping loophole for God knows how many years. And on UEFA's part, that's their fault, but it still shouldn't be able to get away with it. Fabio, the reason is, right, and Man United did it. We did it when we spent 200 and something mil in one transfer window. And the reason you get away with it, because like Sez just said, and this is the whole point, there is a loophole, where if you can only spend 120 mil a season, you could pay that 320 mil across 5 years, or across 4 years, and that's the loophole, because you're not spending all that money at once, you're paying it across years to clubs. So they're playing Benfica, right, 20 mil a year, for example, or 23 million a year. Fabio, I will literally add you, bro. You didn't spread it over the contract year, you spread it over like 3 years, but they are going to cut down on that, so you do find that it's going to turn into a backfire in the arse. Because if they even make that rule, you will get done for it. Only one free transfer, and does it in the bank? I need a hit to upgrade Martinelli, for instance. Don't think this team has high upside potential. Bruno versus Leeds, KDB and Ketia, so this is the case of roll the transfer and pray. That team's banging, bro. I didn't know who would actually complain about that team. Like, honestly, there's nothing really wrong with that I can think of. You can't get caught up as it wasn't a rule, so on you guys, bro. You can still get caught up, Slay, so just stop saying that. You can get caught up. There used to be a rule where there was never a rule on their limited money, and we spent like a obscene amount of money years ago, and then they put that rule in, and we actually got caught up on it, even though it was before the rule. So actually, you would technically get caught up on it, because they'd have to make it fair in every other club, so you actually would get punished, even though you was found a loophole at that time, fair enough, but you'd still get punished just to make it fair in every other club. You do find there's a lot of hate behind that. It's a bit of a sticky situation, to be honest with you. Anyway, moving back to FPL. This is what the team's looking like, boys. We're top 850k right now. We had 87 last week. We took a hit, so we got to 83, but we did a hit from KDB to Bruno, which massively paid off. See you, Fabio. And we also have done a hit this week from Martinelli to Saka, so we're on 1,310, which is still about top 860, 850k still, even with that -4. Because that Saka, Martinelli to Saka for a hit, will immediately pay off. So I don't see that not paying off, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, it's all good, Fabio, bro. Go and enjoy your night, bro. Go eat some food. You too, Slay, bro. Go eat some food, bro. Go eat some food. To eat by. Yeah, no, it's all good, bro. But anyway, as we were saying, the pretty much the best transfers I can recommend this week, if you were getting rid of players for out for 25 blank and just want players for the double, the only City defender I'd really look at going is Rico Lewis. He is top for me and the best one to go for. City midfielders wise, KDB is not a bad pick, but if you've got Bruno Fernandes, I would just say keep Bruno Fernandes. I do prefer Mahrez over KDB, looking at the initial stats and how it's going with rotation right now. I do think it's a bit iffy to whether KDB is going to start or not, because Pep is off his plot. And with the whole City thing right now, I think the safest players to own are Haaland and Lewis, with Mahrez being an exception to the midfield. Trippier, obviously everyone starts. Ben White, I would not be getting rid of Ben White into another Arsenal defender. Don't want to listen to most. He will start, he will play a minimum 60 minutes a game. I would not worry about the Ben White situation right now. There's more things to focus on in teams, and Ben White will start both those games and play minimum 60 minutes. He'll get a clean sheet versus Brentford, get 2 points versus City. Happy days, he'll probably end with like 11 if he gets 3 bonuses. Sure, we played a bit iffy, yes, on Wednesday. I could possibly 90% see us getting a clean sheet versus Leeds. We should get a clean sheet versus Leeds. We'll have something to prove on the weekend and we'll go out guns blazing. You have that odd occasion where someone has a new manager or a new step-in manager and there's always a bit of a fluke. I can't see us conceding on the weekend, to be honest. Trippier should get a clean sheet. Kepa, I can completely see getting a clean sheet versus West Ham and save points pretty easily. Easy 10-pointer for Kepa again. Bruno and Rashford. Rashford, I'll be biased, he'll get a goal again, but I'm a United fan, so... Yeah, and Bruno Fernandes, he's been pulling 6-pointers, he's only here with 1 blank, so... It's been fine. I thought you were off, Slay. Bro, we've got Casemiro back, lad. So I don't know why you're saying good luck without Casemiro, bro. We've got Casemiro back. Casemiro missed midweek. Just to say. And another thing is, Odegaard should minimally get... I'm calling 2 returns in that Brentford and Man City game, as well as Saka picking up a goal and an assist, I reckon, between those 2 games. So that's going to pay off. I could see an easy 2+, maybe 3 goals to Kane versus Leicester, because Leicester's defence is horrific. So it is an option to captain Kane over Haaland this week. I do consider that a good option. I'll captain Haaland just because of the doubles, but if Haaland blank fires, Kane could really punish people's ranks who are captain Haaland. Are you eating while watching? Oh, I thought you said you were going. Yeah, no, it's a tough situation right now to try and judge what's going to happen. We are definitely going Almiron. No, he's not gone for 3 games as far as I'm aware. Let me have a look. Unless that's changed, last time I looked he was only gone for 1 game. But there was interviews on about he could possibly get free. But last time I was aware, yeah, no, you're right, he's suspended for 3 games. Yeah, no, I knew it could be possibly 2 to 3, but as far as I was aware for that moment in time, it was just 1. I have not actually had a chance to look up on that for once. I normally do get looked up on that by time, but I've just not had a chance to look, to be honest. So it's not, to be honest, I thought Sabitzer played really well. Sabitzer should have got like at least 1 assist that game. The amount of times he got it to Varane and he got shots on goals, or Rashford, it was ridiculous. Sabitzer played a very, very good part in the Man United game. So for me, yeah. For me, it was iffy. It wasn't a straight red. I've seen worse fouls. There's been kicks to the faces and they've not got reds. There's been a lot worse fouls than that Casemiro. Yes, it was a foul. Yes, it was a yellow. Do I agree it was a red? Not really. It was iffy. People grab people's shirts, pull their legs, this and that, but I don't even mean being biased, to be honest. I just didn't think it was a red card, personally. Just like I didn't think the Kilman red card at the start of the season for Wolves was a red card. Yes, he caught Grealish with his boot in the chest, but it wasn't intentional. Shouldn't have been a red. Should have been a yellow. It's iffy, to be honest. Everyone has their own opinion, so it's one of those. We're just kind of waiting for now, but we're just chilling, to be honest, looking at the different news that's going on. If you boys want to get any questions in the chat for transfers, what to do, what hits to take, you know, get them in. We are currently top of the mini league right now, and we're under the top 850k. He didn't physically grab his throat. He put his hands by the neck, didn't grab his throat or push in. It was simple tap and took them off. It was a bit soft to give it a red personally, because he didn't actually grab him by the throat. And if you're actually watching that clip, Casemiro got shoved by about 3 different players. You know, he was getting tussled off and everything before that even happened. So if that was a red, then there should have been a red for at least 2 of the Crystal Palace defenders. So yeah, it's a bit stupid if you ask me to say that. It wasn't a red. It was not a red. Oh yeah, no, we won't have to. I'm debating what I was planning on doing, Slay, and it might be worth you doing this if you can. Is depending. Send me your team quickly, and I'll tell you. But what I'm planning on doing is Almiron out game week 24 for Somerville. Salah in game week 25 for Bruno Fernandes for the double. That's my plan, because Salah will be very good game week 25. People don't realise that a double week for Salah, even though Liverpool have been playing baddish, could really, really be good. And then you could just go into KDB the week after the double. So I think it's quite a smart move, to be honest. Or Mahrez, and then spread your money around. But Mahrez isn't a bad option. Bruno Fernandes to Mahrez. You can't pull up images after you've sent them, by the way. Oh yeah, I've got it. Don't mind, I've got it now. It was already sent up, so that's fine. Right, so what I would personally do is go Mitrovic out to the cheapest striker you can get, or well, no, you can't do Salah, no, because you'd have to get right. So midfielders wise, the only ones I can think of that'd be much good is Mahrez. Yeah, probably Mahrez. But I say that's not even phenomenal either. Grealish is not a bad pick because playing good. Matoma after game week 25, I'm bringing Matoma in after the blank for definite, because Brighton will have a double. Brighton predicted a possible double game week 26, so yeah, no, it's hard. I think it really is hard because there's a lot of options, and with you having 3 Arsenal, it makes it even harder. I mean, you could go in for an Everton or Wolves midfielder for that double week in 25, if you feel like doing that. Don't know if Villa are doubling as well. I don't think they are. I mean, we're talking game week 25, so if we look at Bruno quickly, I think really the only ones are actually, I don't know, I don't know. 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 I don't know Leicester double, don't they? No, they don't. That's a hard one, that is, you know. I think I would probably, as silly as it sounds, get a Bruno out game week 25 and bring in a Roby. And the reason I'm going to say this right now, Roby is a class player, and he's got a double week, so you're going to get 4 points, and I could see him easily returning versus Aston Villa, so I think that's not a bad pick. I don't think I would go Foden because Foden's injured. Well, he's got a knock, I think, if I remember right. It is tricky. Don't get me wrong, it is tricky. But yeah, no. I'm just kind of happy the order's working fine now. I'm not saying this is a bad way to slay, right? But that's a 1 week punt, bro. You would go into Damari Gray or a Roby or a Wolves midfielder that 1 week on 25 for Bruno for a punt for that 1 week and then go into Matoma the week after. That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Don't tell me that's going to lose rank, because it would not lose rank. Are you mental? God, you think that would lose rank? Makes me laugh. Loads of people are going into Wolves and Everton midfielders 25 for a 1 week punt. And I would definitely be doing it. Mate, I'll be going into freaking... maybe even Calvert-Lewin. If I freaking feel like going that ballsy, but we'll see. Better, I can get you better, can get you. But statistically at the minute, right? I replace Bruno, I play Mitrovic, I play Patterson, the only one blank is Shaw. I don't want to take a hit for a 10th player. And Mitrovic would easily go to Calvert-Lewin. I just can't see it as a bad move, to be honest with you. Like, even if I moved Armour on to an Everton midfielder and I benched Rashford, Bruno Fernandes and Shaw game week 25 and played Trippier. So essentially Armour would go here, but he would be Damari Gray or an Everton midfielder or a Wolves midfielder. I've not decided yet. He'll go here. Mitrovic will go for Bruno Fernandes here. Patterson will go in for Trippier. There's 2 doubles immediately. You know, I'll probably just keep Shaw in. But I would have another transfer actually, so I could, I'll transfer him out. Yeah, 24. So yeah, I could transfer out another player. So I'll probably look at getting Shaw out into another player who doubles. Or someone who will double and has got good clean sheet potential. Probably Ben Mee. I just can't see that not paying off, really. I've already got 1 double in Patterson as well. Oh, just remember, game week 28, 8 to 10 teams will blank. 8 to 10 teams will. And 34, or was it 34 or 32, 6 to 8 will blank. The best wildcard, the best time to wildcard is game week 29. The reason is, there would be a rough, on average, normally, this year, there's going to be 10 double game weeks in 29. So you can pick all the best players on that double, as well as long-term picks that are phenomenal double game week picks. That's why I recommend wildcarding game week 29, because you're essentially going to have a massive amount of double players, and you can bench boost then the game week after. It's a really good setup, really good. because then you can target the players in your bench who won't blank on that game week 32 week or 34, and then you'll bench boost that, and then you'll end up gaining massive amounts of ranks and points. It's always the end of the season you can clip points. How are we going to plan for that? Well, game week 28, right, Slay? Everyone's probably only going to have about 6 players playing, so we'll suck it up for that week. Normally everyone only has like 6 players playing. It's always the way it is. So don't worry about that week. Everyone only has like 6 playing, so you won't lose rank. Because everyone will take loads of hits and then that'll end up failing anyway, so there's no point worrying about that. You just have like 6 to 7 players normally playing, and you'll deal with that. And then game week 29, your wild card. Does that make sense? I will explain to you in more depth, but honestly, game week 29, boys, is the best time you want a wild card, because you're wild carding into 10 double game weeks. Because it is mad. And it's predicted that week, Slate. It could be game week 30 or 32. It's normally 28 though, to be honest. But there will be double weeks there as well. But no. Game week 28, there should be 8 to 10 teams blanking. And game week 32 to 34, one of those weeks, will have about 6 to 8 teams blanking. Game week 29 will have 10 plus double game weeks. So that is the best time to wildcard. It's just trying to plan around those weeks, really. And just make sure you get it right. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with my picks, because I've just took that 1 -4 last week, and it really paid off from going De Bruyne to Bruno. And that paid off with a 7-point margin. And then I've took a -4 from Martinelli to Saka this week. And my free transfer was Botman to Rico Lewis. Because I feel Rico Lewis offers more. He offers more long term, and he gets rid of a player who would blank. So it's a no-brainer for me, really, to do that. And I just don't think De Bruyne's going to do as well as people think he is. I think everyone's just expecting a ton from De Bruyne. I just can't see it happening. I see him being benched the Aston Villa game, coming on as a sub again, and then playing the Arsenal game from the start. I don't see him starting the Aston Villa game, if I'm going to be honest. Rico Lewis, I can see him starting both games, especially the Aston Villa. He'll play the whole game. And Arsenal, he'll probably play 60 to 70 minutes. But no, Rico Lewis is a great pick. It is getting harder now, though. I think Mitchell will bag this week. Don't get me wrong, Forrest has been playing well, but he's on penalties, you know. Fulham have been playing pretty good, if you ask me. I think they give Spurs a right game. And the other week, I think they played quite well versus Chelsea to get that draw. And I think Fulham were definitely the better side. And I think Fulham should definitely have scored. Kepa made some cracking saves, and Mitrovic really should have got a goal that game. So I think, yes, I could see Mitrovic bagging this week, yes. The only reason I'm not playing him is generally because it's either I play him or I play Bruno Fernandes. And I would rather play Bruno Fernandes. I could play Mitrovic over Shaw. I probably will play Mitrovic over Shaw. I'm still contemplating that. Walker is back, bro. Walker plays on the right side. Rico Lewis plays left. Stones is out, which is the only reason Walker's playing in the first place. So Rico Lewis will play every game. And he can play Rico Lewis in midfield as well. Rico Lewis will 100% play. Don't worry about that. Walker will not play both games. Walker will be benched. You could even stick Diaz at left back and play Rico Lewis at right, or the other way around. There's so many options to Pep, to be honest. And Laporte's back, you know. You got Ake, you got Akanji. Akanji can play left or right back. So can Ake. Ake plays left or right quite a bit. I can't see Walker really playing, to be honest. But Lewis will still play even if Walker plays, so I wouldn't sweat that too much. I can't see it being a lot of difference. Yeah, no, it's all good though. I do think we are going to wrap it up there, boys. We've talked about everything we've needed to. I will give you a more in-depth chat on Instagram later, Slay. But I have got some stuff to do and some thinking to do, as well as getting the stream ready for tomorrow, and getting all the thumbnails and the graphs ready for tomorrow. So I have got some stuff to do. So we are going to end the stream here. So yeah. So I hope you boys have a great day, and I'll see you boys tomorrow. Most likely we will be live around 11 to 6. We won't be live deadline. We'll be live after deadline. That is a guarantee. So don't be waiting up for deadline stream, because this was today. Alright, see you boys in a bit. Peace.